guys, welcome to my new vlog, and today I'm going to share you some interesting thing, and that is chicken dum biryani. Yes, it's a very simple recipe that I follow whenever I make it. I make this recipe occasionally. Occasionally means once or twice in a month. I do a small preparations before night only, so it's very easy for me the next day to make this biryani, and make it a non-messy kind of things. So I just want to share this recipe with you all. Please do let me know that how's this recipe and did you try this. Let me know in the comment section, and also like and share this video if you like this recipe, and subscribe to my channel for the next upcoming interesting videos. Thank you.
For making the gravy, here I am using half bowl of curd, 2 inch of ginger chopped in round shape, and half bowl of dry coconut grinded into the mixer. This is 1 whole bulb of garlic, 1 bowl of coriander, 1 bowl of mint, 4 tomatoes and 4 roughly chopped onions. And here is another 1 cup of thin sliced in a vertical shape to make them crispy for layering the biryani. It gives nice crispy and crunchy taste in the biryani in the layers. Also, then here I have 4 bay leaves and 6 cloves, and all these ingredients I'm going to roast in the oil. But before that, I wanted to show you that before half an hour I have soaked this rice in the water. This is basmati Delhi rice, around half kg, and I have soaked it before half an hour, and I washed this rice thoroughly 3-4 times, and then I have soaked in the water, and now it is puffed out nicely. And now I'm going to put it into the electric rice cooker that I have, and I will use the enough of water for cooking, and then also I'm going to put salt as per taste and 1 spoon of ghee. Yes, ghee to make the rice loose and non-sticky. In this electric rice cooker, actually we don't need ghee to make it non-sticky, but yes, I like the taste, shiny taste of the rice that looks like oily, not oily but shiny taste of the rice. So I'm using here ghee, and now I'm going to stir it very well and put the rice in the cooker and put the switch to cook mode. Once the switch turn to warm mode, then I'll consider that this is cooked, and the beep sound will come out of the cooker to indicate that the rice is cooked very well. Now we will roast all the ingredients. In pan I have took 1 big spoon of oil, and now this is hot, and I'm roasting or deep frying those vertical sliced onions, and now you can see they have turned dark brown in 2 minutes, and I'm going to remove them. Now it took 2 minutes to fry this, and now in that oil only I'm going to fry these roughly chopped onions, and also I'm going to fry this for more 3 minutes until they turn golden brown. Once they have turned golden brown, I will remove them too. You can see they have turned golden brown now. So I'm going to remove and put the flame to medium. I'm going to dry roast these ingredients too. So only little bit oil has left. In that oil only I'm going to roast ginger garlic, and also I'm going to wait until they turn golden brown. Why I'm roasting all these ingredients one by one is because by roasting them thoroughly, it gives nice flavor to the gravy. So you can experience it by applying this method also once. See, now they have turned golden brown not golden red. So I have removed them, and now there is no oil in the pan, and I'm going to roast this dry coconut for another 2 minutes by stirring in between, so that it is not sticked or burnt at the lower side of the pan. And I'm going to remove this now once they have turned golden brown, and roast tomatoes in 1 tablespoon of oil, and also sprinkle the water in between so it is not stick to the pan. And I will fry this until you can see this kind of texture. Now let all the ingredients get cooled down. Until then I will show you the chicken which I marinated. Not me, but PhD Vlogs marinated this chicken by washing it 3 to 4 times thoroughly and applying salt, turmeric and red chili powder to it. And now we are going to fry this in this stove. This stove I usually use for boiling the non-veg food items. So for boiling this chicken I am going to use one chopped onion also. So you can see I took 1 big tablespoon of oil and I have put onion to fry, and once it is fried, PhD Vlogs is going to put the marinated chicken pieces one by one. So let's wait until the onion is fried. Now onion is fried very well and PhD Vlogs is putting the pieces one by one and also making sure side by side that the flame is low. The flame should be low while putting these pieces into the top one by one, and it is done now. And you have to just put all the water, also the remaining marinated water, into the top and put the same plate on top of the top. Now you can after that I forgot to show you, but I'm telling you I have put 1.5 glass of hot water into same, and now it has came to boil. Now I will put the medium flame to the medium and put the plate on it with water in the plate. So I will put the same plate or marination plate, you can see now, and in the side flame I will fry the gravy ingredients, and those ingredients I have grinded into the mixer, and now I'm going to fry that too. The oil is hot in the pan and I'm going to put the bay leaves, and once the bay leaves splutter, you can see the spluttering, and then I will going to put those mixture which I grinded in the mixer and going to stir it occasionally. And I'm going to fry this for next 10 to 15 minutes by stirring in between. Yes, stirring in between and keeping it on lower flame for 10 to 15 minutes is the thing that will give nice taste to your gravy. So I'm putting here 2 spoons of Kohinoor biryani masala and 2 red chili powder, home red chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of turmeric into it, and again I'm going to give it a mix to it. So I'm going to mix it all very well and keep it for all over to 10 to 15 minutes. Also sprinkle little bit of water so the gravy doesn't stick to the pan and gives you a nice consistency. So now here I have mixed it very well and I'm going to put it as it is. Yes. Let's wait it until it is cooked. Now you can see the rice is almost came to cooking. All the vapor is coming out, but still the mode is in cook mode. So let's go to the chicken. Chicken has almost came to boil. I have checked it manually by keeping camera side, and here you can see the gravy is also cooked very well. Now I have off the flame for the gravy until the chicken is boiled very completely. See, the rice is boiled and cooked very well. It is non-sticky and loose. I can see those non-sticky. I'm unable to show you in the camera, but in real it is really non-sticky. Now I'm remove the remaining water from this chicken in this bowl. This is a healthy water, do not throw it away. You can eat it with the rice. It tastes very well. So now again I have switched on the flame of the gravy and I'm going to put this chicken in it and give it a mix until all the gravy or masala is stick to the chicken. So first I will put the chicken pieces and mix it very well, and once I have mixed it very well, don't mix too much, don't stir too much, otherwise the chicken pieces will break. So I'm mixing it now. You can see it. Now I will put a little bit of salt as per taste, and also I'm give a small stir to it. After mixing it very well, then I'm going to put the curd to it. Yes, curd to the biryani's gravy is a must. It gives a nice what can I say is spicy, then little bit of sweet sour kind of taste. It comes to the biryani's gravy. Now I have put little bit of coriander here itself also, and now I'm going to layer it all the things. So that was right. This is chicken and gravy, and this is ghee, coriander, mint, all these are chopped, and these are the fried onions, crispy onions. Now I have greased another cooker vessel. I've greased this down and given a fine or thin layer of rice, and then I have applied this chicken gravy with chicken. All the chicken I have put at the bottom only. So once I have layered it, I am putting sprinkling little bit of coriander and 1 tablespoon of ghee. I like ghee in biryani very much, so I always use a lot of ample amount of ghee. Now after applying ghee, I am giving the rice layer. Yes, I am giving a thick layer of rice now. Means I am applying too much of I am applying lot of rice over here in this layer only, and then I am going to sprinkle coriander, mint. Put lot of coriander and mint to balance the heat and coolness, and then now I'm going to put ghee in a circular round motions. 1, this is second time, then third time, and then fourth time. In all 4 spoons I have put ghee, and then I'm going to layer it with the crispy fried onions. After putting all these things also, I have little bit rice. I'm going to apply that also on the top, and again I'm going to layer with this coriander, mint and fried onions, and then you can see how it looks. Now I'm going to again put it on the cooker by closing the lid and put the switch mode to warm to give it a dum. As the title says, dum biryani. So for 10 minutes I'm going to warm it, and then now the chicken is ready and served into the plate. And here is the chicken dum biryani. This is chicken gravy, and here it is salad and chapati.
So how was the recipe? Did you like it? Please let me know in the comment sections. And also like and share this video if you like this recipe, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.